The Civic Actor Studio is for people that genuinely care about the South Side of Chicago. I believe that as a whole, there was a sense of real strong kinship, and really I would even go as far to say love.
Oftentimes, those of us that serve as leaders, we are always in positions where we're pouring into other people, but we rarely have those opportunities where someone is pouring into us. Because it's a beautiful process. It's scaffolded perfectly, and it's a moment of discovery. It's very spiritual. It's very tribal. One hope that I have for the Civic Actor Studio and its future is that it grows and it expands, that it's something that it's a staple. That's my hope, that it's funded, that it's sustained, and that it continues to grow.
Having had experience working in the theater and getting to work as an ensemble and make something collectively, I knew what a powerful experience that is. And so I really wanted to be able to bring non-actors or people who don't identify as acting into a space to experience what it feels like to work together, build an ensemble, and have a rich and meaningful experience.
The point of Civic Actor Studio is that it's a space of reflection and contemplation and growth where folks who are helpers, who are shepherds, who are caretakers, really have an opportunity to spend time nourishing themselves. These people would never do it for themselves. They're still doing it for their communities, but it's an opportunity to couple reflection with the action of revolution.
First, there was this level of intrigue at how does civic acting play into the work that we do? And once I realized how beautiful the concept of us as civic actors now collaborating with the attributes of acting and what it means to become a part of something and the learnings, I really wanted to immerse myself into seeing what the program was about.
In the Civic Actor Studio, what's thrilling is we can bring some of those characters from Greek classic texts or an August Wilson play or a Tennessee Williams, and in the private, safe environs of a civic actor's rehearsal space, you can practice being Oedipus in Oedipus Rex or Creon in Antigone to see if that character is one that is authentic to you and that resonates based on the classic text and your personal life. You define what it is you want to rehearse and practice. You define what it is you're seeking. The facilitation of the room is all about serving what you're trying to discover, where you're trying to grow, what's the opportunity for transformation for you. And at least twice, we've had a room full of folks who have come out of this practice truly changed by the experience.
You know, one of the biggest ways that I think differently being a part of the Civic Actor Studio is being extremely aware of who I am putting out there on stage. In this meeting, in front of these young people, what character is out there?
What surprised me was that it was a good time. It was a good time. And right away it was a good time. I feel like it was a real gift, you know, and a really rare one. And so I'm grateful for that.
Many times, just in Chicago in general, but especially on the South Side, we work in silos. And we don't see the commonality of the work that we do and how it can increase and support each other, the work that needs to be done and move it forward, and that we can do more work together than we do apart.
Many of these leaders are in the process of garnering whole constituents of people to march in particular directions and accomplish particular things. And they often have to do it without themselves being on stage. So I love the analogy of the role of director as a role of leader, and what we can learn about the craft of theater directing through the process of the Civic Actor Studio. And I think so much of leadership is about how we show up, what energy we show up. We work a lot on entrances and exits, the small gestural mannerisms that we have when we enter a space, how we listen, how we give feedback to others. There's a lot of intangible things one can learn about leading through the process.
I learned just as much from observing others on stage and helping them work through their characters as I did when I was on stage and people were helping me. We all have characters inside of us that we ignore, and the theater space created an opportunity for us as civic actors to rediscover those characters and learn how to use them effectively. Even if you think you are a seasoned leader, a seasoned executive, even if you are bringing all of yourself and you're doing great work, you will still discover things that are important in the studio, and that discovery will make you an even stronger leader.
As a Southsider, I think one of the immediate satisfactions was to meet fellow Southsiders who were doing good work. But I think there's also this soul level spiritual work that's really hard to name, that I know is really quite powerful, that I just feel confident that that's moving through us all.
There's a space here that I get to help others draw in. I get to see the best in them, help draw out the best in them, because that's what we're all here for anyway. Life sometimes puts us back in the lane where we don't get to lift up and do it. The studio gave us a moment to realize, no, that's why we're here. That's why we set this vision and mission for whatever we're doing, and it's okay to start to get back and doing that.